If a woman actually wants to come back, she would try to discuss things with you and apologize for the way she acted. If she comes back any other way, she just wants to see if she still got you. And don't let her think she still got you, because she left for a reason. You moved on. You did what you had to do. But if she tries to communicate and discuss with you, you just say thank you and you still move on, because they still left in the first place. Why do you want to take them back? Their apology might not even be real for real. They might just be communicating with you because they just want the ego boost to know that they can get you back. They just have to put in a tiny bit of effort.
Alright, what's going on YouTube, man? Welcome back to another video with TC. Now y'all know what it is, man. Look, welcome back. Shout out to all my supporters. Shout out to everybody who continues to come back and watch my videos on a consistent basis. Big shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody who knew as well, you get what I'm saying? So look, in this video, basically I'm gonna be telling y'all about the video you just watched in the beginning. This video is gonna be more derailed towards why you should never take a woman back, you get what I'm saying? From a logical standpoint, you get what I'm saying? So listen, first things first. In the video, he say, look, only way you should let a woman come back is if she's wants to apologize for her actions. Cool. Most times women don't apologize for their actions, and I'm gonna tell you why. The moment a woman leaves you in a relationship, right, she's gonna play victim. Now it doesn't matter to whoever she can tell the worst information about you to make herself look like the victim, she's gonna do that. Now those people are gonna be around, those people that she's telling that are around her are going to be there to validate anything that she says about you, right? So in that case, in those types of situations, this is why you see most women go into big groups, big social groups after relationships, because though they are using those people to validate their actions, validate the story that they've told them, which it all could be a lie. You get what I'm saying? Most times, this is why you see, I know a lot of y'all be confused, like, oh, why did she start going out? Or why did she, because a lot of times women start going to the club right after breakups or whatnot. Y'all be like, why? Because she needs the people who she's going to the club with to validate, oh, he was this, right? She needs them to validate basically the decisions and moves that she's making. But if y'all want me to go more into detail about how women act after relationships, I can jump on and make a video on that. Just let me know. But going into this video, because we're gonna stay on topic, you get what I'm saying? It don't matter if a woman comes back to you and wants to say an apology. It doesn't matter if she wants to sing a lullaby. It really doesn't matter. Most times, in most situations, you'll see a guy take her back or take a woman back, because I think that when it comes to relationships, women see relationships more as like, a woman could definitely love you, but I don't think it can be a lifetime thing. I think women see relationships more as like something to do until something better comes along. You get what I'm saying? I don't really know how to break that down. But when a woman leaves you, bro, taking her back really is not an option, right? Now, you know, women will say this story, oh, you know, because you know every woman most times after a relationship, they in a little hoe phase. It's cool, you get what I'm saying? Most men after relationships, they in a little hoe phase, right? At this point, I don't even judge people for how they act after relationships, because it's like, you get to a point where you realize people are only going to react to pain the best way to make themselves feel better. You get what I'm saying? For some people that's drinking, for some people that's partying, for some people that's reading books, working out. I feel like for most men, since every man doesn't have access to just fuck as many bitches as they want to fuck, you know what I'm saying? Just being honest, that's why when men get out of relationships, the first thing that you think, or the first thing that you see men talk about is, see you in the gym. You get what I'm saying? But that's not for every man, because some men can just go fuck 100 bitches after a relationship. But I mean, you get to a point where you realize that ain't nothing. But listen, never take a woman back, bro. I'm gonna just cut it dead and square. Never take a woman back, because she left that relationship, like he said, for a reason. Now, whatever that reason was, whatever emotions that she had stirred up in her, if it was another guy, it doesn't necessarily mean it was another guy, but whatever the case was, bro, she left, like he said, you get what I'm saying? So I'm not one to believe that, oh, if it's meant to be, it'll come back, you get what I'm saying? I done had plenty short-term relationships, and anytime it was over, like, it's done with, you get what I'm saying? Like, even just this year, like, any short-term situations I had, once it's over, it's over. Like, once you lose access, because how I feel realistically as a man, you should be, when you get out of a relationship, you should be focused on improving yourself. Now, I understand, like, some men don't know how to manage their emotions, and that can lead some men to go into the same habits of a woman, going out, drinking. I'm not going to necessarily exclude having like a whole phase as a man, because sometimes it's just natural. It just comes, right? When men are hurt, our validation is what? Sex. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm not going to exclude that off the list, because it's like, that's just a part of who we are. You get what I'm saying? Even if you wasn't getting out of a relationship, you would still want to have sex with women type shit. So don't ever let a woman come back. The apology, you don't need it. The closure, you don't need it. And just overall, man, I feel like after a relationship, bro, you really should be focused on becoming the best version of yourself. And a lot of people can get lost in that. That doesn't mean necessarily you just have to become rich, right? That doesn't mean you have to, boss up, find ways to get more money, do everything to improve yourself. But that doesn't mean like, okay, I'm gonna get rich, I'm gonna show her. Right after the relationship ends, if you are a real, like, you gonna have that pain, right? The relationship ended, boom. You can use that energy, never stays, it'll stay within you if you don't convert it to something, right? But right when the relationship is over, bro, it's over. You should never let any woman come back. And this is why there needs to be somebody telling dudes, okay, like, boom, once you get an opportunity to, this is for men and women, right? If you're a woman watching this, once somebody gets the opportunity to experience you one time, that's it. You get what I'm saying? Because once you, there's a lot of things in life, like I said, it's for male and female, that can't be replaced. Bonds, you can go get somebody that looks a certain way, you can go get somebody that makes you feel a certain way, but bonds can't be replaced. You get what I'm saying? So once you let somebody experience you one time, that should be enough. Like, if you feel like you can go find this elsewhere, then that's what it is. You get what I'm saying? Go enjoy and have what you feel like you can have elsewhere. That's just how I feel. You get what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm a different person after every situation I get in. You get what I'm saying? And it's not even, I always been the type, like, I'm not influenced by many, and you should be the same, right? So it's like, I'm me. Like, I don't have to get out of a relationship and just be around multiple people. I don't have to tell stories to a million people, because however I feel about a situation, that's how I feel. I don't need extra validation from friends, family about situations. You get what I'm saying? Because, like, how I feel is how I feel about a situation. And that's the same way that you should be. And this is why you should never let a woman come back. This is why her apologies don't matter. This is why I finally woke up, right? Because right after relationships, you really should block her. Because you're going to get to a point where once you realize, okay, I've let you waste my time, I'm not about to let you waste no more of my time. So an apology, what is an apology, bro? You can get an apology. You can write yourself an apology. Say sorry to yourself for the time you allowed whatever woman to waste. Say sorry to yourself. Don't try to get her back. Get yourself back. You get what I'm saying? Get who you were before the relationship back. Get yourself back. You get what I'm saying? And that's really what it is, bro. Like, you should be like a totally different person, bro. Like, whatever woman tries to come back and apologize, if she can really even recognize, like, yeah, you look like the same person, right? Yeah, you might lose a little weight, whatever, cool. But it's like, she shouldn't even be able to want to come back, because she should be like, damn, this is a totally different dude, right? And if that even, it shouldn't even be a thought, right? Because if you got her blocked, she can't even have those thoughts. But that should be how things are working. Let's say she do come across you one day. She shouldn't even be able to recognize you, bro. She shouldn't even, you talking different, you walking different, you get what I'm saying? You thinking different, right? You don't have the same, you're not thinking about the same things that you would think about when you was in a relationship. Personally, I think because right, it's a lot of men in the world, right? It's a lot of women in the world, right? But most men can't take breakups. Most men, just look online, bro. So I mean, I think the best thing that can happen to a man is being betrayed by a woman. I think that'll really, as crazy as it is, man, it's like almost like Adam and Eve, bro. It's like when a woman betrays you, bro, you turn into a different person. Like you get to a point where it's like, okay, you know, you change for the better. I said this in my last video, but it's so true, man. You change for the better. Real talk. You change for the better. And then you get to a point where it's like, you will really be glad that she made the move that she made, man. And I strongly believe this. I always say, man, women don't improve after relationships. I don't feel like. They just go back into the same habits that they were doing before. Every woman needs a leader, bro. Women can't lead themselves. I just don't feel like. You know what I'm saying? They might feel like they can because of the government agencies that can fund them. But overall, I don't feel like a woman can lead themselves. You know, they can lead themselves to destruction. But yeah, man. Overall, man, my point of view on this situation is you should never take a woman back that you were once with. I think, and I'm going to leave y'all with this. I think that every situation in life is a lesson. And it's just like a test, right? It's just like a class. You know, some classes last longer than others. So let me ask you this, right? And this is going to be in reference to taking an ex back or accepting an apology or whatever, right? Cool. If you had, let's say you had the hardest class, right? Pre-calculus, because I know a lot of people struggled with that when I was in my sophomore year of high school, right? Let's say you had pre-calc. Some people even struggle with that in college, right? You had pre-calc. You failed the first time. You retook the class. You finally passed it. Would you go back and re-enroll into that class? Or would you say, hey, man, I learned my lesson from this class. I had to take it twice, because a lot of times before a relationship ends, you guys have a small breakup. Y'all get back together, boom, 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 then it's finally done, right? The woman feels like, hey, man, I could do better than this guy. I could do better than this guy. I deserve better. He doesn't look as good, or he doesn't look as good as the guys who are showing me attention and want to have sex with me. That's cool. You get what I'm saying? That's very cool. But a lot of times, you know, you selling yourself short. You don't ever want to be the placeholder to a woman. And I always say this, man. It's always in every, and I don't say this to be cocky. I'm just saying for your hopes. Bro, there's so many women in the world. It's always going to be at least 10 to 15 women. And you can walk outside. As long as you're an attractive guy, bro, you can walk outside. There's going to be 10 to 15 women that want to fuck with you. You get what I'm saying? At least 10 to 15, bro. And you're putting yourself in the top 10% of men. Top 20, I say top 20% of men. When you got your own crib, own car, own money, own motion, we talking like 50 to 60K saved up, you in the big leagues. And you single, no kids? Bro, life is really your oyster. I don't even like to say that. Life is really yours, though. Like, I think you start to get the most discipline, and this is a little bit off topic. You start to get the most discipline as a man when you can mess with any female that you want. I think the hot spot is like 28 to 29, because you're not too old, but you're not too young. Like, you can still fuck with the 24-year-olds, but you can also fuck with the girls your age and a woman that's like a little bit older than you, if you choose to do so, right? But most men, once you get to the age like 28, 29, you're like, okay, you know, the 24, 25, they, you know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm saying. But, yeah, never take a woman back. Use the end of relationships to better yourself. Become a better person. You know, she shouldn't be, you really should take it as a slap in the face if a woman even thinks that she can come back to you. You should take it as like the biggest sign of disrespect. Like, she really think you soft. You get what I'm saying? But not even that she think you soft, because yes, people can be sincere, people can be apologetic, but most times women are not going to see the wrong that they did in a relationship. They're always going to look at things and make themselves the victim. You get what I'm saying? And this is why a lot of times women don't grow, because as a man, if you got out of a relationship, you got out of a situation, you need to look at yourself and say, look, Y'all made mistakes. I wasn't perfect. And see what you can change about yourself, because that's the only thing that's going to make you better for your next relationship. Most times women can't do that. And they just lie to everybody around them like, hey, this is what happened. This is what did. I'm a victim. At the end of the day, that's my thoughts on why you should never take it back or why you shouldn't accept an apology. If you are just getting out of a relationship, my advice to you is work on yourself. Block whatever woman on every platform, bro. Every platform. Because I promise you, like, I know after a relationship, I hate it when people say this to me. They'll move on. It's more girls for you, right? And I was the type, my friends used to always say, bro, you talk to way prettier girls, right? You'll hate when people say that, right? And it's like, you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You'll be like, damn, I was really fucking with Shawty. And then months have passed, boom, boom. Some people don't get over stuff till months, man. Some people don't start working on themselves till years after a relationship. They be stuck. But I'm going to tell you now, it's a light at the end of the tunnel, bro. And that light at the end of the tunnel is the best version of yourself. Now, do you want to look back and grow from the experience? Or do you want to basically just sit and mope and wait around for an apology? When you could be... Life don't stop for nobody. You get what I'm saying? So, don't be that guy, bro. Once a relationship is over, let it die, bro. Let it die. Because you don't love that girl no more, bro. You don't even know, realistically, you don't even know that girl no more. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell you, any of my exes, I can't tell you one thing about their personality anymore. Real talk. But I bet you they know something about mine, you get what I'm saying? It's like, you the prize. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how else to put it, bro. Like, if a woman didn't think you was the best option, and you let her come back to you, and you feel like you were, because at the end of the day, we date down as men. So you here, she was here, right? You letting her come back to you puts her here and you here. And you really should be dating a better bitch 6 to 8 months after. You know what I mean? If I need, you know what I mean? I ain't even gonna get no picture examples of the motion and the work that I be doing. You know what I'm saying? It really ain't about the looks after a while, but just to, you know, get a little, you know what I mean? Get you a bad bitch, man. And yeah, those are my thoughts on the video. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you know my next video will be dropping. And we're gonna be going, man. Y'all boys take it easy.